is your advice for an R&B singer who's like trying to break into like the club scene, getting their music played in the club scene? Because it's like all trap. You know, everybody want like a, you know what I'm saying, like a beat. But it's some R&B songs that if you hear it in the club, I feel like the women would love it. You know, I'm like trying to change their whole trajectory. Like, what's your advice? What are some marketing, like from the marketing standpoint, especially when you're approaching like DJs and stuff like that?
I'll take a crack at it first. So R&B, since I have the mic, right? R&B definitely, higher BPMs beat, right? For the clubs, unless we're talking some specialized club where it's just love songs and slow dancing. I'm not saying it's not a thing; it could be. So again, you got to figure out what type of song and which type of club. I'm assuming to the traditional type of club. What you could also do is collaborate with a producer that can remix your song. Like I've seen some hip hop artists also collaborate with EDM producers that will like chop it up in a certain way and get into those type of clubs, right? And make, because you're R&B artists, a lot of times, I mean, I've heard Rihanna songs in EDM clubs being, remixed and chopped up, even Beyonce songs and things like that. But from a marketing standpoint, TikTok is your friend because a good ass R&B song, like the way I look, R&B songs are generally about like love and like emotions, as opposed to a more complex like story like a hip hop artist where you gotta really pay attention, or either it's like a party joint. So you can take advantage of the higher BPMs. You can, people dance to a lot of songs, and R&B has, if you do it the right way with higher BPMs, man, has a higher chance of going viral, in my opinion. I'm gonna let Mixed by Gabriel answer that. What range of BPMs? I mean, above 100, but you know how there's double time now, so.
140 to 160 BPM. Yeah, I mean, it gets faster. I mean, just like songs get shorter, it's like we're just getting shorter and quicker. So yeah, 140 to 160 BPM would be great in the club.
So in the club R&B, it's like time to go home type thing. You know what I mean? So like that's not. It may be prime time still, but it may not be because prime time in the club is between. Well, if you live in New York, it's between 2 a.m. and 5 a.m. If you're in Atlanta, it's between 12:30 and 2 a.m. So it's like so it's kind of hard to get an R&B song where it's gonna really be got unless, like he said, you remix it and maybe get like a hip hop artist on it, and then that at least that part would be played in the club, or maybe just your hook will be played in the club, or the hook has got to be chopped up, or maybe you got to do a club version for the song. Just like there's a radio edit, acapella edit, instrumental edit, then you can do a club edit as well where you speed it up. So it's not impossible, but it's just R&B right now outside of Chris Brown ain't really being played in the club. You know what I mean? Yeah. But think model that type of sound or that type of BPM that would work in the club.
But I remember one song that I heard.
Okay, so here's the cheat code. Do what he said, go and study, right? Then find those artists and get on the song with them or on a song with them and feature. Do your thing, be you as you. You're just on a different style of beat now. Now everyone hears you and they're gonna click on your music and now they can hear what you actually do.